Transform.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another toy review. I am George 80s Transformer fan, and today I'll be reviewing Star Wars 6-inch Black Series director Krennic. I picked this guy up at Five Below. Everybody threw it all over social media that they had the Rogue One figures for Five Below. And I went and got this guy for Five Below. But actually, after taxes, he was a little bit over $5. So I think it's $5.30. I only seen this guy in the stores a couple times. It's amazing. Figures I don't see a lot. They wind up somewhere, Ollie's or whatever, Ross's, or on clearance. Just giving them away. And I actually today, I'm shooting this video today, I stopped at Myers, and they had this guy on the shelf at Myers for $5 off. They were like 15 bucks. C-3PO and the red arm C-3PO from The Force Awakens. But $5 at Five Below. So anyway, I picked him up because I love the Imperial guys. I love the fact that in the movie he had an interaction with Darth Vader, where Vader choked the hell out of him. So I wanted to pick the guy up. I actually liked his performance in the movie. I liked his character in the movie. So here he is. And I'm going to stop running my damn mouth and open up his packaging and see if he's cracked up to be. Nothing inside the box, just the figure and his gun. The cold-hearted director of the Death Star construction, or one of the guys anyway. A little pistol in there. I don't know, did we ever actually see him use it, but here he is. He's draped in a white cape with a white Imperial officer's outfit with the black pants. Here is the back of the cape. It has some molded in detail. It has some line work down here, and it splits apart into a triangle. Looks like he has some pockets over here and on this side as well. And you can remove the cape. Alright, taking a look at his face, sort of kind of looks like Ben Mendelsohn. Not a whole lot. Like, they could have did better. They captured that expression that he has and like the way he holds his mouth, but it could have been a little bit better. I mean, I know it's him because I've seen the movie, so my mind is filling in all the blank spaces that should have been filled in by the sculpt. So here, his little uniform up close. I never know what these things are in the pockets. Thought they represent some type of rank. He only has 2. And of course, I believe this represents some type of rank right here. Mine could have done a little bit better. It's rubbing off a little bit if you can see it. Has a standard belt buckle as the Imperial officers. Has some things back here. Don't know what those are. Maybe they're grenades or something. And you can take his pistol, which has, I don't know, is that supposed to be wood or weathering? I don't know. Well, I think that's some type of wood or just a grip or something. You can put it in the holster in the side of his belt. It looks like he's a left-handed drawer or something, because it's holstered in there backwards. And the pants are pretty much the standard pants that have a little bit of texture to them. Has a little shiny boots. And all, to me, I've just got into the Black Series guys, and I just started opening these guys to review them. They have a little bit trouble standing. The ones I have, the legs are usually loose up at the top. From most of the guys I got, and he's leaning a little bit that way. Anyway, I'm going to run down his articulation. His head 360s. It's on a hinge, and I think a ball joint in there. A hinge ball joint where you can pop it off. You can look up that far, which is a lot. He can look down pretty far. That's pretty good. And he has a little bit of side to side. I'm loving that. Actually loving that. Get his arms up this far to the side, which is pretty good. His arm will 360 at the shoulder, coming down to the elbow. He has an elbow swivel, allowing him to go back and forth. He has the hinge there. You can get it up this far. Coming to his hand, it's molded in a trigger finger. 360s there, and it has a hinge on it. A lot of articulation. This is pretty much the standard Black Series articulation. He has the hidden ab crunch just below his belt. You can get him over that far. Coming down to his legs, he has the ball joints at the top of his thighs. Get out this far is hindered by the jacket that he's wearing. You can only get him out so far. From front to back, he can get his legs this far. He has an upper thigh swivel. This is hidden by the lower part of the jacket. It's very tight. This thing is brand new. It will 360 if you wanted it to. Coming to his knee is double hinge, which is standard on these guys. You can get a lot out of that. And coming down to his foot, it has the standard hinge, and he has the rocker. Pretty much standard Star Wars 6-inch Black Series stuff. I'm going to take his gun, see if I get it in his hand. And he's already posed in the trigger finger mode. You can actually get the trigger, his finger in the trigger, which is pretty cool. It should go in both hands as well. And not so much getting the trigger finger on there. He's about to pull the trigger in his hand. You could have made the gun a little bit more silvery instead of this plain plastic. Anyway, reholster that. And this is pretty much Director Krennic, Star Wars 6-inch Black Series. He's not an overwhelmingly amazing guy. It might not appeal to a lot of people. But for $5, I'm happy to add him to my Star Wars collection, to my Imperial guys. And there's the legs separating on me like I was saying. They tend to just slide apart. I'm going to bring in a couple guys for comparison. All right, here is Grand Moff Tarkin, the big dog of the big dogs, who was actually CGI'd into Rogue One, which was very, very cool. I love that. Take a look at their uniforms side by side, see if you see the similarity and the differences. Looks like he has on a different jacket sculpt. The molding is cut different. He has the little, I don't know exactly what this is, the rank insignia, and then Tarkin has the 2 pins or whatever in his pocket. He only has 1 on each side. The belt is done different. So it's not just the same figure, straight up repainted, even though the pants might be the same. I think the pants, from the pants down, it's the same figure. And looks like they share arms as well, but the jacket is actually molded different. So my Imperial officers are growing. And I'm going to bring in the Death Star gunner. And his jacket is different as well. His belt is molded different. And hooray, for $5, I got an extra figure to add to my Imperial Navy. Thanks, Five Below. So this has been George, the 80s Transformer fan. You can find him at $5 below, and you do not have him, do not get him at Myers, even though they have him on sale for $15. He's $5 at Five Below. Thank you for watching my toy review, and I'll see you soon.
Autobots,